welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to show you how to do some different type of French tip nails. Let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to start off with these medium square full cover nail tips, and I have them on my little display. I'm using my favorite acrylic powder, Valentino Perfect Nude, my size 12 brush, and my Young Nails monomer. If you have any questions regarding the application, I have a lot of videos on my channel, so check those out if you want to have some more info on how I do an application. So I'm just doing one bead to cover most of the surface of the nail, and then I'm going to do another bead on top to even it out. And I'm just showing you how I do one application, but I am going to show you how to do 5 different types of French tips. I just didn't want to make the video too long, and if you want to see more tips on how to do an acrylic application, then just check out one of my other videos. So this is one of my favorite acrylic powders. It's just the perfect nude. It's gorgeous. It looks good on every skin tone. Classic nude is also one of my favorites, but this is the only one that I have anymore. I am running really low on the rest of my nude powders, so I have to do some shopping and get some more of the different colors from Valentino, and I think they have new colors too, so I'm gonna have to do a little bit of splurging. So anyway, this is what they look like. I just did some quick applications, and we're just gonna go straight into the gel, straight into the application of the French tip. These are the tools I'm using. My brush is from my nail supply store. This little ring is from Young Nails, and my Legacy Nails white gel polish that I love for a French tip. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to do first my more standard French tip, and this is going to be more of a deep French. I would describe this French tip as kind of a French tip that's trending a little bit more. For a while now, a deeper French has been in. I don't know exactly what year it started being trendy. I just know that when I started doing nails, it was October of 2019. More comfortable in 2020. So I just know since then, French, like more of a deep French, has been in. So it is just a beautiful French. This is going to be my favorite design. So as you can see, I am doing 2 lines on the side, and then with the brush that comes with the gel polish bottle, I do a little square rectangle on the bottom, and I usually don't like too much white on my nails, on my French. I do have a video of the nails that I have on now, which is the milky white and the deeper French, on my channel as well, where I'm doing my right hand with my left hand. So that was a little tricky, but if you're interested, you can watch that on my channel as well, where I do all of the deep French with my left hand, which was a really big challenge. So now that I have the 3 points, I'm going to connect them, and you can make it as round or as oval as you would like to. The point of this is if you have clients, for your clients to actually see what French tip you're talking about. The last time I did French tip on my sister-in-law, I asked her, do you want more white or less white? And she was like, just however, and I was like, okay, well, I'll do one nail and let me know if you like it, and then if you do, we'll continue. So this way, if I'm ever going to do French tip again, I don't have to ask, I don't have to guess. I'll have a physical demonstration of my skill set and not a reference photo, because that's what's difficult as a nail artist, is when your client or whoever you're doing nails on has a reference photo and you're like, yeah, no. Look at my work and then look at their work. Do you think that I can do that? Because no. You know what I mean? And so with French tip, it's a little bit different because it takes skill and practice, but it's not like some crazy design. You know what I mean? So it's a little bit different, but you know what I mean, right? Like, you're showing off exactly what you can do and they can see it physically instead of having it in a photo. And this way too, they can even put it on their finger to see what it's going to look like with the different forms of French tip. And then that way they can make a really good decision on what French tip they like. So this is my favorite. I love it. Let's do the next French tip. I think this one I'm doing now is going to be the more standard French tip, where or as you may refer to it as also like a smile line. So it looks like a smile. If you're going to draw a smiley face, it's kind of rounded, and then it just depends on how happy you want that smile line to be. This one is more like a I don't know if you can sense my energy from where you are. I'm like, it's like not like, it's like, like a little smile. Anyway, so I am just going to do more white. It really depends on what you're into. I remember, I want to say when I first started getting my nails done, I don't even know how old I was. I wish I could remember. Well, going back, I love nails. I think the youngest age I remember loving nails was 2 years old in 1997. I would find press-ons. I don't know where they came from. I think they were my mom's. But I love them. So I remember, it was written in the stars for me to do nails, because I've always been obsessed with nails. I just remember waking up, like just getting my nails done and going to sleep that night, waking up the next morning and like feeling my fingers, like feeling my fingernails and being like, oh my gosh, I have my nails done. And it was a beautiful feeling. So it's crazy. Anyway, when I first started getting my nails done, I think my very first set was like an all red set, but I did get a French tip a few times, and what they would do is just put a white tip on instead of like a clear tip, and then clear or nude acrylic, and how we do it now, they would just do a white tip and then clear acrylic on top. So that was pretty interesting, which is fine. I kind of feel like doing a set like that on me just to like blast from the past, but it's not really what I like anymore. I love deep French, so maybe I'll do it. I don't know. I have to get some white tips if that's the case, or some like the white French tips. And then they have different color tips too, which is pretty cool. I feel like nobody really uses those though, so I don't know. Well, I'll have to see if I can find some the next time I go to my nail supply store. But yeah, this is gonna be more of like your standard French. It's, as you can tell, it's not smiling all that much. But this is a standard French, because if you think about it, this is going to be how a lot of the nail tips are, like the white tips. They're not that deep. You can do it a little bit of a deeper smile, but that's why we differentiate this one from the first one that we did, so you can really tell, like, do you want the French to be like this standard French, or do you like it like the first one, which is more like trendy, deep French? Totally up to you and your preferences. So that's what I wanted to showcase, is do you want more white or less white in the French? So that's why I wanted to do this, so you can really see what's going on, and you can really see what the design could look like on you, because it makes a big difference how much white you're actually using. And especially if you can put it on your finger before you actually do it, it'll give you a much better idea, and it's just easier to see. So this is going to be your more standard French, where it has more white rather than the deep French that is more trendy now. It's still cute, but not my favorite anymore. Not anymore. But it's still very beautiful. Let me know what you think. Which one do you like so far? All right, next. Which one did I do next? I think I did the baby French next. So depending on the length of the nail, if you have, so these are going to be a medium length, and depending on the size of the nail, you will either want to do more or less white as well, so keep that in mind. You can also have different lengths for references, and you can go super into depth and have it all laid out and displayed for your clients to see, or your friends to see exactly what you're talking about and exactly what it's going to look like. And like I mentioned already, you're showcasing your work and showing what you can do. And sometimes it's better for your clients to actually pick up the nail and put it on their finger rather than just showing pictures and posting them on your Instagram. It's just more real life. So yeah, this is going to be the mini French, the baby French. So it's going to be similar like the second one we did, but this third French design is going to be I guess it'll be more for like shorter nails, medium, short and medium, or in between. You can still do this short French. It's not going to take up as much on the nail. This is also how you would do French on toenails when the nail is shorter, or if you're doing a short set. So just different ways of doing it and showcasing it. Really quick, I want to talk to you about this brush. This is my favorite brush. The set comes with 3 brushes, but this one is my favorite, and it really allows you to keep a steady grip on the brush and just to paint it so effortlessly. So this can also be found on Amazon, but this particular one I did get at my nail supply store. Look how beautiful. It's just a little baby French, a little baby smile line. You can do it a little bit thicker than this, but I just wanted to do just a really small one. And if you're interested, that's how you would do it on toes too. So the fourth one, this is going to be a straight French where you just outline the tip of the nail. And this looks really cute on toes too. And on your fingernails just as much. But this is going to be a little bit more daintier, of course less white. So it's still very beautiful, very classy. And it just looks really good with square nails, even coffin nails, but mostly square. You can really tell the French shape or the French design. it's really cute. So I really like this one for toes. I haven't done it on myself on my fingernails, but I have done it on my toes, and it's really cute. All right, so next we are going to do our V French. Now, this isn't easier in any way, even though we're just doing 2 lines, because we really have to try to make these 2 lines meet straight in the center. This nail, it was a little crooks magooks, but I'm not, like, obviously it does bother me a little bit because I notice every little thing, but it was just for display purposes. So I'm like, okay, at least it's not on an actual person where I'm making it like not even. But you get the point. You get what I am trying to do here, is just connect it in the center as much as possible without having too much of the white on the bottom. Now, what I mean by that is sometimes when you're doing the V, it's like a super V. I should have done 2 V French, to be honest, so that you can see this would be more of like a standard V, and then the other V is going to have like that square or rectangle at the tip, and then it comes to a V. I think you know what I mean. But there's more white on the actual tip, and you see less of the nude or whatever background color you have on your nail. So 2 ways of doing the V French, but this is how I do the V French, and how I think you're supposed to do the V French, because sometimes if you kind of mess up and you don't do it as straight as possible, then that's when you get the chunkier tip. I hope that makes sense. Let me know if you know what I'm talking about. And then instead of using my brush, I'm just going to go in with the brush from the gel polish to fill in faster. And we are going to do a coat. So I have a little secret for you, a little pro tip. I like to use a base gel, a clear base gel on top of my French design to ensure that it is smooth and there is no like tiny little lump. Because we have the gel, it adds a little bit more texture. So when you add a base gel on top that's thick, it smooths the entire nail out completely. So you'll see what I mean when you see the end result. You'll see that they're super smooth. There's like no bumps on it from where the gel polish and the background acrylic meet. So if you know, you know. So try using a base gel on top of your French designs, and the nail will be 100% smooth. So you can kind of tell here. And yeah, you can display it like this, or you can keep it on your wall or on a little piece of on an index card, however you want to display it. But this way is like, hey, which French do you want? And that's what you're gonna get. Alright, so thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know if this was helpful, if you learned anything new, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.